We are here in the command center. We have been tasked with building the womb. It is 8:30 at night, almost captain's bedtime. That's us, we're the captain, but we're going to go for it. The womb contains a soundproof cell growth capsule. Okay. Here we go. I think I've officially reorganized the base build structure more times than I have been here days. We're on like day 5 or 6 or something, right? I'm on like reorganizing my base day number 25. I did it again. I think this is my final form I'm pretty happy with based on the buildings we have right now. It's maybe not the most efficient it could be, but it's not bad. It's not bad at all. More or less. All right. So let's go down. I know it's getting pretty late, but it's a new room. I want to check it out. Test rubidium. Okay.
Here goes. DNA sample.
Putting a DNA sample of rubidium in.
Oh, of course. What else?
Okay.
Oh, you need a name. I think I'm gonna call you Molly.
I think we quick try and make that phone call, even though it's getting past Captain's bedtime. Communication room. It's getting late. It's getting late.
Okay, I built the womb and tested the rubidium. The DNA sample provided was a little surprising, but it worked, I think. I cloned a sheep.
What?
Hello? Can you hear me? I have a sheep on board. You're responsible for 2 lives now.
Successful. Really found rubidium.
Yes, we really found the rubidium sample. You gonna help me now?
Yeah. Now that I'm a real hero, I could use some real assistance.
You're in imminent danger. Only short time remaining to sunrise.
I know that. But I'm just a builder. I'm not trained to move the goddamn base all by myself.
Good to know. Okay, well, start the engines in the command center, escape the sun. No, we're going to bed. We have a little time. Day 6, sunrise in 4 days. So if we open up our manual database, evacuation, refuel, manufacture equipment, secure food, I would like to try and make sure we are finish up these tools here. Nothing queued. Okay, so we must have finished these. And from the kitchen, we've got a lot of mush. We're gonna go outside. I want to top off the water. I think we've actually explored everything we can explore and picked up everything we can pick up. So we're actually going to spend the entire day here making sure we've got organics here. I keep calling it water, but it says organics. Incoming radiation. Panic. 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 I'm panicking. This is what panic sounds like. Let's go, I guess, cook some food in the kitchen. We've got a little bit of time left in our day. I don't remember how we set this up. One more down is the kitchen. Hopefully that sheep just dies. I don't want to feed it. Whoop. Nope. It's getting late. Ah, come on. We can stretch a minute. Well, boy. We're pushing it. We're pushing it. All right, Captain's cabin. We're going to bed. Day 7, sunrise in 3 days. So I can see here it says 213 on the organics plus 30. And I think the 30 is the food here. Let's see. I think every time I think it's showing that I have that queued up. So we have 35 meals. Should be good for a little bit. Let's go ahead and actually farm out the water so we're capped off here if we can. I've got a real concern we're going to start this next day and just end up in a tough position. when whatever happens next happens. We were officially topped off on the organics here. I wonder if we should pick up this mining station before we go anywhere. Oh, hey, we can use the climbing pick now, right? Let's try that. So we didn't need anything to climb down, but to climb up this climbing pick. Oh, very cool. Okay, day 7. You can see the environment's been changing as well as the big storm comes. And the base actually is actively changing its shape on the outside to match how I've rearranged it. See how I put everything at the top? Nice. Well, should we take these pylons down before the big storm? Because here's my assumption. We're going to move the ship. So let's do this. Let's go back to base so we have a full day. And then we're going to take down this whole organic deposit thing so we hopefully have room in our storage for it. We might really regret this. But our big plan here is tomorrow it's going to be a new day and we're going to go pick up our entire mining supply chain. Because I think every day the new day dawns. See, day 8, sunrise in 2 days. I think sunrise, we die. I think sunrise is like a bad time. And so I'm working under the assumption... Oh boy. I'm working under the assumption that we need to disconnect this whole chain because we're going to move the base. That is my big question mark. So we're going to pick this bad boy up if we can here. Got it. And we're going to pick up the pylons. Storage at 426. 434. Yeah, we should be good to pick these up. 442. Yeah, we're going to have plenty of storage for this. Oh, the little metal we missed. Perfect. Awesome. And it might be worth spending one day just running around, just quadruple checking. It's not like a little something on the edges we missed. 469. It's day 8 and our radiation has only gone up. Brutal. On one hand, I think we're going to miss this spot. Is, you know, we're out here cutting our teeth. But on the other hand, I think it's time to move from surviving to thriving. And we're not quite there yet. But I think we're getting really close to being able to make that a real possibility. This is what I was talking about earlier. See how the big circle, I put all the containers at the top? The base outside is actually reflecting the base inside here. Like, if I move them all to the bottom, they'd all be here on the bottom of the big circle. I think that's cool. All right. Well, to the best of my knowledge, we are as ready as we're going to be. We are going to make our way over to the command center and, as directed, start the engines. Command center. How do we do this? Oh, look at this. When you start the journey, you'll automatically gather all the structures built on the planet's surface. So we spent an entire day going to pick things up. Didn't even need to. Maybe on higher difficulties you do, but I'm happy right where I'm at. We're going to go ahead and test our engines.
Whoa. What just happened?
This is turn the lever in machinery.
Do this to me now.
Double check where machinery is. All right, 2 over to the left. Right here. Okay. Emergency lever, activate.
That's sorted. Let's give it another go.
All right, task complete. Start the engines again. Engine test number 2.
What? Not again.
Turn the lever in machinery. All right. Here we go. Oh, no.
You have got to be kidding me.
Oh, man, they busted my stuff.
Just my luck to be stuck in a junkyard.
Yeah, even worse news, we're actually going to be a little short on days now. Look, 2 days left before this place gets blown up. Help. SOS. Help.
Hey, you still there? I really need your help. I can't get out of here. I did everything according to the manual, but there's a malfunction I can't fix. I just don't know how.
Rapidium can save you. And check data consistency and QC module.
Did you say Rapidium can save me? How?
What, Rapidium can save me? How exactly? Only the captain has access codes to the quantum computer.
Access granted.
Man, that was easy.
It is crazy to me that they can barely get a voice message through, but they have no issue just like giving us access to the quantum computer. All right, this is exciting. We've never done this before. Analyzing data from mine records. Accessing quantum computer stored data, mined records. Access granted, deleting expired data.
Mine records?
So it's deleting all the crew members that are no longer alive. Accessing available data on us. That's Jan Dolsky. It's almost like they planned on like some percentage of the crew not making it. Well, this is kind of intimidating.
What's going on? Wait,
dude.
I recognize this. It's my life.
Okay. We have one mined record of one Jan Dorsky. Equipment level 1, available slots 3. What's going on around here? Let's see if we can zoom in here. Distant memory. It's a childhood memory, fuzzy and distant. This is the mining town we grew up in. Okay, our mom worked in a grocery store. We mostly spend our time at the playground. Okay. What's before the distant memory? Not a lot. Okay. This distant memory, we can go into a more recent memory. Okay, our father was a miner. Desire to run away. Look, there's a branching path right here. Maybe in one life we run away. Right? We made a choice not to, I suppose. Turning a blind eye. We live in a pretty rough town, and we're trying to escape. Counting the days until graduation. At a crossroads event, 19 here. We got accepted into a school far from home. Okay. Hold on. And we go to the school. Okay. No worries. So we're having fun at school. Looks like there's another cross path here. Take a job working abroad. Okay, looks like our mom is sick, so she needs some kind of treatment. So next year it's 23. And looks like our mom died. We didn't get to say goodbye, it says. Okay, carry on for her. So we decide we're going to keep living. Okay. We meet the love of our life, we think. Oh boy. We started to live together. How old are we? How long does this go? We're getting pretty close. Okay. Let's jump to 25 here. So we do graduate and have an offer to go into a PhD program, but we're not sure about the money. We decide to not take the PhD program, but go for a job that's going to pay us better. We're riding public transportation, dissatisfied with our life. We buy our first house at 28 here. What a miracle. Okay, a crisis hits. We lose our job. In 2 years, looks like we've taken a new job. Doesn't look like it pays as much, it seems. There's a job opportunity in another country. We're trying to figure out how we can find a second job. Age 32 here. And we were having serious money struggles. Man, like money has just defined this entire life path. We turned into our father. Oh no, we're starting to cope with drugs and alcohol. 34. We join a corporation. 35, Project Dolly, where we are now. 35, Project Dolly. You enter the spaceship with a tingle of anxiety and excitement. You're going to space, far from here, just like you always wanted, far from all your problems. Okay, so that's where we are, 35. So a quick recap, right? Born in a small town, father a miner, mother works in a grocery store. Okay, it turns out that it's kind of a rough neighborhood. Crime is the norm, and our father is abusing drugs and alcohol, and our mother is struggling. We get an offer to go to college, but it's very far away. We take the offer. We make some friends. We start working a job away from home, and we've just been gone from home. You can see kind of 16 to 19, we get away from home to college, and then kind of 21 to 24, we end up going through college, not visiting back home. Mom dies from a sickness, right? And then we end up meeting a girl. We get married. We buy the house. We have the good job. We turn down the PhD program. We lose the job. We're in debt. We're all struggling to just make money, and the relationship falls apart from that stress. We start turning to things that our father did, right? The drugs and alcohol. We find a way out with this new job that puts us on the ship, and now we're here. There's clearly some branching paths here in this life journey of, where's this one? Right here at the start. There's a chance we never go to school and never leave this town, and I think that's right here. I think that's a very, very different life that might lead. Or we had a chance here to come home from college, and we chose not to. And there were clearly some regrets when we didn't come home because our mother died, right? And right here at 23, there's at least, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 little squiggles. 23, everything changes, right? Because right about here, we either finish school or don't, take the job, like in the next 2 years, take the job or don't, get married or don't. Like, it's kind of out of control here. What good did that do for us?
What for? Hey, I checked the quantum computer. What do you want with it?
Initiate branching procedure.
Branching? What exactly will be branching?
This is you.
What? You what? Is that your whole answer?
Create the altar.
Alter? I'd alter what?
This is your life.
My life? Okay. You mean as in... Okay, wait a minute. You're not suggesting I... use Rapidium to create a... someone. And to alter their mind. That's not what you're saying, right?
I think that's exactly what we're saying.
How about my other options?
Other options, death.
You jerk. I don't have other options, do I?
Oh boy. Initiate the branching procedure in the quantum computer. Those are sentences you only get to say in science fiction universes. I'm a little bit terrified, a little bit excited. Branching procedure authorization check. Branching unlocked. Branching procedure initiated. Analyzing life path.
What is it doing?
Searching for the branching points. Possible branching detected. Possible branching detected. Calculating alternative life
This
path.
is what the branching is about?
Okay, let's see here. Technician, 50% efficiency when doing base maintenance. Okay. Is that the only branching path we're given? Okay, so at the choice we could have chosen to go away to school or not, there's another life path, an alternative, right? You lock the door to your room, you turn the music up, you rejected college, and it's not going to be easy. There's a branching path right here. For a technician, we would have turned out potentially as a technician. Okay, we are going to lock in the technician. A branching procedure has commenced. We're using the Rapidium resource, creating something. It's us right there. A little gloomy, I think. Welcome to the altars. I think we're officially through kind of the opening prologue. I think we're really about to get into it proper here. The systems have been explained, more or less. The base story is there. The planet's going to annihilate us if we don't get off it. We need some resources to make that happen. And we need some skills that we do not have. Those skills are going to be pulled from these altars, these alternative life paths, these alternative choices, these branching moments. When we could have gone left, we could have gone right, and we made a choice. We're going to be able to roll back the clock and see a little bit of a mirror of maybe a ship passing in the night. A little spooky, a little kooky, a little exciting. And the ability to, I don't know, stay mentally sane is probably a little beyond us. But if we can just survive this experience, it might just be better for it, might just be worth it. The first branching path, a technician. I had been wondering this whole time what was our role in things. As facts are, I was like, so what do we do on the ship? Are we navigations? Are we this or that? You know. Oh, it just unloads on us right here. Well, so if we're the technician, we stayed behind. Hold on. So if we don't go to college, you confront your father. Interesting choice. It looks like your mom's getting sick, but you two are together. 22. Let's see what happens here at 22. Okay, so we're having trouble finding stable employment. And we got a good job offer from the mine for something consistent. And we believe it's our father who tried to give us that job. At 23, the mom dies. Is there any path this doesn't happen in? What a definitive moment. Let's see, 23, final goodbye. So the biggest difference with the life path of the base, the original Jan, the character, is he went to college and was not there for the mom. Says too late to say goodbye at 23. The technician stayed home and got to say goodbye. 23, fixing things. Let's see here. Going to vocational school wasn't just a parting gift for mom, but the best thing you could do for yourself. Okay, let's see how that turns out. And a big year for us at 23. Hold on. Looks like we have a skill and people are recognizing and appreciating our work. Something happens at 24 though. Try not to eavesdrop, but there are some shady business behind your boss's doors. Oh, we can jump. Okay. It turns out the boss here was selling some fake parts or something. And we lose trust in people. Okay, at 25 here. And the local organized crime expects you to do the job he was doing that got him in so much trouble. At 26 here. All right, here we go. At 26. As you turn the paycheck around on your finger, you think of mom. She'd be happy to know you're finally making stable money, working in an international factory on a contract of employment. You stayed strong and made something of yourself. She's probably worried you're still on your own, but that's the way you prefer it. Here at 26, okay. 26 still. At 26, you're still afraid of your dad. Great. 27. 27, you're making some friends. 30. All right, 30. This is interesting. The crisis hit when you were starting to enjoy your life. The place you work is shutting down. You're lucky if you're going to keep your job. And you're tired of seeing advertisements for Rapidium, a magic trick to make everyone happy. Quote, who's stupid enough to even think of going on these missions? Well, boy. So both life paths at 30 had a job crisis here. 33, you're at 33, you're betting money. You're just out there betting money, trying to make some money. And you find out your dad's doing the same thing and you're shocked and embarrassed. 35, Project Dolly. Oh, man. Quote, only fools don't change their mind, especially when your debts are mounting. You'll be fine. Just need to make it through the mission. Very interesting here. So very different choices. But the two defining moments, I think, leaving home or staying home, staying with the mom, leaving the mom, accepting crime or not, and then turning down the mining job, I think was pretty big. The technician was alone and liked it that way, he said, but ultimately ended up on Project Dolly with both of them were funneled into this through financial limitations. Technician progress 100%, waiting for wake-up procedure. Oh, goodness. Two of us. It's our first altar. Hello there.
Hey there. Wow. Hello? Can you hear me? What is this? Where am I?
Guess who? It's the original. I need you to focus. This is an emergency.
There's been an emergency. The whole crew is dead. I know this is abrupt, but I'll need you to focus. Focus.
Anxiety and less joy.
Wait, why are you at my head? Oh, why do I feel so weird? I think
Insecurity
you're on
rising.
some meds. What? What for? So you don't panic when you wake up. Why would I panic? I'll explain later. Right now, let's check your mental condition, okay? Do you think you can, introduce yourself? Sure. Can you?
Of course I can. I'm Jan Dolsky. That's going to scare him.
Okay. My name is Jan Dolsky. Yeah, sure. You got my looks, why not use my name too? What's your role on the mission? I'm a senior technician.
Awesome.
Tell me what your role is? Imitating human crew members? Is this some kind of sick experiment? Because if it is, nobody warned me.
Well, on one hand, it's not a sick experiment, but on the other hand, I think it is.
In a way, it is. But you're wrong about one thing. I'm not an imitation. So, what's the experiment? Well,
You.
I got stranded in this base, and, well, I needed someone to help me move it. Because it got broken. Then, okay, this is the crazy part. I learned that there's this functionality of the quantum computer on board to, well, create alternate versions of a person's life. What? Replicate a person, but with different experiences. Mind records. Man. If there's anyone in a bad mental condition in this room, it's definitely not me. The QC's only functionality is to navigate these junkets. I mean, theoretically, it could do other stuff, but I know, it's absurd. I thought the same, but here you are, right? Right. And if I understand you correctly, you're telling me you're a alternate version of me with a different mind?
Listen, man, I cloned you and imprinted technical abilities I don't have. It's kind of that simple.
No. You're an alternate version of me. And, you said we were stranded. Yes. It's just us. Like I said, there's a malfunction in the machinery. If you don't help me fix it soon, we're both gonna die. So, wait. Let me get this straight. This is an experiment in which I'm a different version of you, and you brought me to life to help fix a malfunction, because there's no one else on board.
Correct.
What if there was no malfunction? Where would I be?
I wouldn't wake you up.
I won't lie to you. I woke you up because I needed you. Wasn't easy for me either. At least you're upfront with me. You bastard. I can see now what the meds are for. I can't even lash out at you, just this passiveness. What am I?
It's a good question.
Look, this is a lot, and we'll sort it out, I promise. But trust me, if we don't fix the machinery fast, we're gonna go in a very bad way, and you'll never get the chance to understand this properly. Experience your feelings without the meds. Yeah, I don't like this kind of pressure. Well, that makes two of us. Fine. Show me the way.
For the record, the little homie had, like, technician homie had little red bubbles the whole time saying rebellion, frustration, anxiety.
A 3-year-old would have figured it out. Okay. In any other case, I'd say don't touch anything here ever again. But unfortunately, this is a two-man job. On my sign, pull that lever over there. Just don't yank it like an idiot. Pull it gently.
I'm gonna yank it.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Now. Yes! It worked! You did it. We're gonna live. Let's get one thing straight. I did what you created me for. Now stay away from me.
Core memory created. Ooh. A new core memory. Radiation barriers off. Start the engine. I'm not ready to start the engine. The technician is born. Do we have enough food? Panic. Let's quick see here. I wonder if he would like the multi-tool. Like, would that make the old boy happy? Can we talk about this, sir? So start engines in the command center. Okay. It's going to cost $196. Here we go. Oh boy. This is the official end of the prologue. Let's roll. I mean, we're moving, dude. We are absolutely on a journey, on a mission.